Take a deep breath. And release. One more time. Exhale out, letting everything go. Slowly open your eyes. Come back into the Sacred Embodiment Center. The center of your sacred embodiment. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome you all. Mm. 70 degrees today. Not quite yet, but heading there. Temperatures rising and vibrations increasing with that. Just the thought of it increases some sense of joy and happiness. All you have to do is say spring, and people light up. Of course, it's a little different here than I imagine. People in Florida are like, yeah, big deal. It's Hawaii. It's like this nice all the time. It's summer. Year round in certain parts.
Hawaii, it gets like 70 degrees, and they think that's winter. I have family that lives over there. Asian part of my family lives over there.
It's all
Like,
about
70 degrees. Brr. I'm like, for real?
It's all about perspective.
No.
All about perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So. Got an interesting aha, something I've been thinking about during the process of the meditation that we do, and how there's constantly this activity that's going around, people coming in again, especially if you get here early in the half hour, and today left the door open, so we were able to be opportuned and challenged with people talking in the alleyway and cars driving by, and really work on staying within that focus point. And I was thinking, okay, well, it's going to be interesting when we move the practice outside to the park, which I did last fall, or late summer, early fall. And the challenge of sitting in the park while a lot of activity is going on. It's not a secluded park, packed park where we'll be most of the time. And who knows, maybe there'll be other places, but it's a great opportunity to really come into that center, and stay in that center place, to really kind of focus and work with the mind constantly. Like, it's just constantly, what's that? Who's going there? Who's coming in? What's that noise? And how many of you are having conversations with your mind during the during the meditation?
Focus.
Focus? You're telling yours focus? How about anybody else? What kind of conversations are going on for you?
I was actually wondering about the noise engine sounds make, and then I was actually having an argument with myself about whether the birds and like the bees and the engine sounds, are they all like equal? Do they equally belong in it? And I complain about the car noise, not complain about the bird sounds.
Interesting.
But
did either of you win the argument?
I just stopped thinking about it.
You just.
I mean, I thought about it a little bit deeper, but
Yeah.
I didn't come to an answer.
Very good.
It is what it is.
Excellent. Who else? Any profound or not profound conversations going on in your mind during the process?
The only thing my mind was wandering to, besides focus, on nothing but light, just focus on my third eye, was there was a earthquake that happened in the Suez Canal. And it's interesting because there's lots of chaos going on down there right now. So it's very interesting. Even Mother Earth is saying, so my mind went to that for a moment.
Had an awesome conversation with my spiritual daughter Maya.
You're having conversations with higher selves and higher beings. And that's an excellent example of what goes on, oftentimes. I'm thinking about meditation, which is a bit of an oxymoron to be thinking about meditation. However, one of the sayings that I heard one time, and I might have said it in here before, is, what is the difference between prayer and meditation? And prayer is speaking to God, and meditation is listening to God. Change God with the universe or source or creator. And so during the meditation, it is a profound and perfect exercise of listening what's going on from the external standpoint, and how that either resonates or contrasts the listening that goes on from within into those higher places, into the higher mind. And what you're observing, because you don't need eyes to see. Good morning. I think about people who don't have the gift of physical sight in this life. They're blind, whether they're born to it or it has become a part of their experience, and how they very much still have a very strong visual reference of the world, whether they've seen it physically or not. That in fact, people who are blind can tell you more about what's going on within an audible radius than you probably would ever be able to unless you seriously practiced your listening for years upon years. Because their life depends on it. Whether there's a car coming or not when they're crossing the street and no one is there to assist them. Or whether something is going on within their own home. A gas leak, for example. The acuteness of awareness. And then I think about the other side of having sight and not having ears. How you can listen with your visual aspect. That 90% of someone's language is body language. You can hear what someone is saying just by observing. And someone who relies simply on sight, the ability to read lips, the ability to read motion. And then be able to work and operate in the world. And yet, so many of us have the ability of both. Our physical, all of us in this room, I'm aware of. Don't want to make any assumptions. But in my interactions with you, you'll be able to hear this vibration that is coming out of my physical body, my throat, across these vocal cords into your ear vibrating. Sending signals up to the brain, translating. You could close your eyes and still hear me. Plug your ears and watch my movements. You would be able to even do QiGong simply by watching my movements and mimicking. And then we have this third ability to integrate and or shut off physical sight and audible hearing so that we can listen more intently to what's going on within the heart space, the higher mind space, or a combination of the two. And then there's a third level. And I really do think this is what it was really about with the great masters and the meditators. And this was my aha. It's not really about shutting it all out. It's really about paying attention to every single bit of it. But to not be overwhelmed by the energy of any of it. To be able to listen internally, externally, simultaneously. Because we come into the physical form for a reason, right? We come into a physical form to experience all of this external stuff. And yet there's a part of us that is connected to something so much greater, so much higher, and so much infinitely bigger, that only a single portion, a tiny bit of it, really embodies this physical form. And it's my personal belief that a greater part of us still is connected to the everything that is. When we visualize that star on the opposite end of the universe in the opening practice of QiGong and the grounding and tethering, that's what I'm really looking for you to connect with. To have that conversation on a higher level. But in order to get to that conversation, we have to have this conversation that's going on within this physical mind that's observing everything and sometimes kind of distracting us. And we can listen to reality, we can see and look at it, and yet in a strange and unique, I think, human capability, we can also create an alternate universe of realities simply through our thoughts and our perceptions. And eventually that gives form into something that becomes very real for us. So whether we're living our alternate realities based on fear, doubt, worry, or whether we're creating and living into our alternate realities until they become fruition in our hopes, our dreams, our trust, our desires for something greater. And then you begin to pay attention to what goes on all around you every single day in either one of those situations. If you're consciously on the path. Consciousness is about being aware. Consciousness is about being awake every single moment that you are awake. And when that extends and expands into your sleeping state, pretty freaking cool. When you wake up within a dream more than once, and you go, now I am aware I'm dreaming. Now what? Now I have even greater ability to pay attention to everything in the dream and not be such simply a subject of certain circumstances. It's a practice. And the phrase to still the mind isn't what I think many of us think it is. It's not to have no thought. Although that's a pretty keen experience, and if you haven't experienced it yet, it's certainly unique. But even then, there's an experience of observation. That's really what it's about. It's to be aware and to still your thoughts into a place that you are not your thoughts. You do not become what it is you are thinking. You simply are able to observe all that you are. And all that you are not. It is the paradox of being. I watched a movie last night called Starman, 1984, Jeff Bridges. Movie directed by a guy named John Carpenter. If you get past the simplicities of the cinematographics and the special effects that were present in 1984 because they're a little comical compared to what we have now, and you get to the story about this light being that comes to the planet to observe, to check us out, because they got a hold of the Apollo satellite that has the record and video saying, please come to Earth, visit us. So the light being gets here, well, it's light. It doesn't have a body, so it creates a body out of some hair of this dead husband of this woman where he ended up, or this being ended up. And over the course of 3 days, he gets to experience everything from the physical form. You know, from walking to learning to talk, to understanding language, to tapping into emotions. And she's his teacher while she gets him to this place where he's supposed to rendezvous with his mothership. And there's one statement that is said within that place, within that film, that really, really struck me. And she said, he had repeated something that she had said verbatim a while back, and she had forgotten she even said it. She goes, you remember everything. You remember everything I say? He goes, I remember everything you say, everything you do. I observe everything that is going on, everything I taste, everything I see. And then he goes, everything this body feels. It's like, it's crazy.
Unique experience to see.
And he was honoring it all. And then when he had his first taste of apple pie, he got it because he hadn't eaten yet. I think it was maybe even his first meal. He was like, yes, this body has a strange emptiness in it. You find food station, because he had learned what a gas station was. He's like, yes. She's like fuel for your body. He goes, yes, this thing. And so we're constantly in the process of getting in tune with our bodies, and part of our body is our mind. And we're not really, many of us growing up, not really taught really well how to maneuver with and work with our bodies and our minds. We have been taught to be ashamed. We're full of shame about our physical form in many ways, especially when it comes to our interactions with others, especially when it comes to interaction sexually. And that is changing somewhat. But we're also told that, certain things about our mind we can't trust, or you don't know anything. In fact, you only own and are able to use 10% of it. It's called bullshit.
Good.
Me too. Yeah.
We're changing that paradigm simply by the ability to think about one of the strongest vibrations in terms of our practice in understanding qi, of understanding energy. Because what do we say in qigong? The mind leads the qi. Both the higher mind and the physical mind. And aligning that with this heart space, with an inner knowing, as well as our ability to be in these bodies and love on a physical level. And to tap into the energies that extend all around us, from the cars, the car engines, to the birds, to the people walking up and down the street. So in your meditation practice, I want to offer you something, because I think it's a frustration for many of us to go, I can't quiet my mind. I can't get still. What does still and quiet really mean? I'll say, instead of having a conversation, simply do what you can to observe what is going on. To step in that place of witness. And to listen. To listen to everything.
Something outside of you?
Both. And just see where it goes. See how they correlate, because that's the important part that I think we're here to see at this point in time. To see how this experience correlates with our higher They are not detached and they are not unrelated. And a lot of times people come to this practice trying to get out of one and into another. And sometimes you have to go to certain extremes. But then it's coming back to the middle, coming back to the center of the experience. And to be okay with the chaos that is going on in the world. Not to lack sympathy or compassion, that's different. But to understand that there's a bigger picture playing, both on the planet, in the planet, and around the planet. To work within that place of understanding, of listening truly intently, and to be certainly okay with the joy, and the love, and the springtime energies that are coming through. And then if you happen to just become silent in that process, yeah, and yippee. You listen closely then, especially, if there is much to be told in that place, and certainly a great deal to be seen. So take a deep breath. And exhale out. And allow your mind and your hearts and your eyes and your ears and your body to work in all of its beautiful capacities to the fullest extent possible for you today, always. As you gain awareness about all of the changes and the beautiful gifts that are coming into this place of being. Let's move some qi. Let's gong some qi. So go ahead and stretch out your legs and come to your mats. Standing position. Great. And go ahead and clear your mats of any pillows or blankets. Anything else that can be around you. Feet hip width, shoulder width apart. Check music. Hips square. Pelvis balanced. Connecting with the most important of all, qi, air, breath, oxygen. If you didn't have it right now, you wouldn't be standing for very long. So focusing on that breath. Breathe in. Begin to feel and connect. As you exhale, release, letting go of all tension, relaxing the hands and shoulders, bring your awareness to your diaphragm, to the third chakra, right here at below the rib cage. Inhale deep and release the stomach muscles. Feel the breath enter in. And as you exhale, pull the belly button in towards the spine. contracting and letting go. Keeping your awareness now on that level into the upper and lower diaphragms. Breathe in again. Slowing down the breath to 3-4 count. Exhale out. Relax the hands by the side. As you increase this breath, increasing just the level of energy, a level of chi that is beginning to flow, literally, physiologically, biologically, doing that as well. Increasing our capacity, our lung capacity, breathing into the lower parts increases the level of oxygen that enters in your body. What does that mean? Well, red blood cells require oxygen. Your body requires oxygen. Red blood cells carry it throughout all the systems. So as we are breathing more deeply and with awareness, things in your body begin to receive more chi, more oxygen. And even begin to feel it as your skin begins to vibrate perhaps, and fingers and toes begin to open up and receive as the capillaries and tiny little bits and pieces, which may be oxygen star, begin to breathe. Bring your awareness now lower towards the root chakra, towards the belly button. Breathe in, inhale deep. Pulling this energy down in towards the bottom of the spine. And as you exhale, just allow the energy to expand out and down while the breath comes up and out. See it in your mind's eye. The mind leads the chi. Where the mind goes, the energy flows. Great. Couple more breaths. Slowing it down even further. Can you go to a 5-6 count today? Practice. Set the intention. Good. On your next inhale, see it in your mind's eye, the color red at the base of the spine. A healthy chakra, and the word chakra, by the way, is Sanskrit for rotating disc. It's about the size of a loosely held fist or an apple or orange. See the color red, see a beautiful disc rotating at the base of the spine. Perhaps slow right now, and as we bring some chi and oxygen awareness to it, we increase its capacity, turning up the light. And as you exhale, begin to extend that energy like roots of light down and out. Visualizing roots of a tree extending down the thighs, literally into the knees, ankles, feet, through the bubbling well. Inhale again deep, increasing the light, and as you exhale, sending more energy, increasing the flow of chi down into now the toes, ankles, feet, into the mat, into the floor below. See those roots extend now into the subfloor, into the basement. And begin to connect literally with the earth itself. Extending your energy all the way down into the powerful healing energy of Gaia, planet. Inhale, increasing the breath, and now exhale, sending those roots down billions of years of evolution towards the very heart center of the planet. loving, extremely tolerant. Deeply compassionate. Feel all of that energy. Feel all of what she has to offer in her service to the beings on this planet. Inhale deep. And if you haven't already, go ahead and wrap those roots around the center of heart space. Molten, moving life, love. Mother Earth. Breathe in and allow this energy to be received. As you rise it, call it up into your practice. Ask. And it is given. Waves of energy and light and love rising up through those roots, through billions of layers, up the floor, into the feet, up the ankles, knees, hips, knees soft. Feel it. And allow this energy to extend and expand into the core. Bring your awareness now to the crown chakra. See the color light. Beautiful white light extending, and as you inhale, breathing in towards the forehead, hairline, and crown, and as you exhale, extend this energy like a beam of light towards the ceiling. Cutting through matter as if it didn't matter. Increasing the chi, breathe in, and as you exhale now, extend that energy up towards and into this beautiful clear sky where we have above us, and for those elsewhere, wherever you are, through the clouds. See that star, see that pinpoint of light among billions upon billions of lights on the opposite end of the universe, on the farthest edge. Inhale, breathing in, see, turning up that dimmer switch to its brightest and strongest setting, and as you exhale, extend that beam of light all the way to the opposite edge, connecting with that star. A higher representation of yourself. Feel the love and support. The magnificent creative source of all things. Just listen. Listen with your body. Feel what it feels like to be connected. With awareness, with consciousness. Because you're always connected anyway. This is just increasing the capacity for listening. Breathe it in and allow yourself to receive as the universe speaks back to you through the one main language it knows, energy, light, and vibration. Beams and pulses of light extending from that higher self, that star across the universe, as it extends down through the shaft of light into your crown. Breathe it in. You feel it extend down fingers and toes. Great. Bring your awareness to both now the root and the crown. And we'll breathe it up and down. We'll do a series of 3 breaths. Bring it into the heart chakra. Exhale out completely. Inhale, awareness on the 2nd chakra and the 3rd eye, the 6th chakra. See the colors orange and purple. Expand. As you exhale, allow this energy to just fill in and open up those areas. Breathe in again, awareness on the solar plexus and the throat chakra. Breathe up and down, yellow and blue. Exhale out. Coming closer towards the center of you. Breathe in again, see the color green at the heart as you expand and open up, mixing and divining the alchemy of mother and father, yin and yang, 2 sides of the same coin. Now just listen and feel that. Be with that. Take a deep breath in. Heart chakra, and on your next exhale, open your eyes slowly. Bring the hands together to a palm-to-palm connection. At the middle dantian, the combination of your 3rd and 4th chakras. Inhale, expand this energy out. Open up the elbows, open up the fingers, relax those thumbs. Exhale, press, sending that energy from the heart down, shoulders, elbows, wrist into the space between. Inhale again. Exhale, press. And one more time, inhale. Increasing the chi, continuing the breath, the up and down flow, lengthening the spine. Exhale out. Knees soft, press on chi. Begin to bounce and find the outer edges of that beautiful energy ball. Open up the elbows towards the outside. Look down and just kind of check your form. Be sure you're not closed off down here. Chi much more enjoys and flows within this rounded space. Relax those shoulders. Take a moment to present your intention. Ask for what it is you are wanting to receive for your practice today. Why are you here? What have you come seeking today, young grasshoppers? Created in thought. Place your intention, breathe into those words, breathe into the mind. Exhale and allow those words to simply fall through upper chakras into the heart. Feel it in that space. Breathe in. You trust the universe and allowing for you to receive. Inhale deep, expand this energy out while you breathe into the heart space, giving both intention and gratitude to receive. Exhale, release, send that all down within the space between. Inhale again. Exhale, press. Building that chi up even more now with your intention, with your purpose. Inhale out. Exhale, press. Beautiful. Relax the shoulders. Open up the elbows. Separate the chi into 2 beautiful halves, 2 balls of light, bringing it down to the side. Holding on, connected. Exhale out completely, open the hands up towards the sky. Slowly begin to inhale as we begin with sun salutations. 2/3 of the way up. Exhale out, knees soft, chin and chest, open it to sky. Say thank you for a 70-degree day today. We're looking forward to that. Inhale, bring it back in. Grab that sun over the crown of the head. Gently pull it down towards top chakra, the 7th. Take a deep breath in, relax the shoulders. Exhale now. Balls of light turn into shower heads. Wash this energy down through. Simply making a first pass right now, clearing out, beginning to wash out the edges of the sink if you would. Clearing out, sending that energy down those roots into the earth, letting go, continuing on. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Inhale, pull it back in. Round out those elbows. Really get those elbows out today. We're going to be focusing a little bit more on form. Some of you guys have been here for a while now. Point those hands 45 degrees towards the body. Exhale, release. The intention is one full long exhale, but if you need a second inhale to continue the flow, take it around the heart chakra. Exhale, continue to flow down through the lower levels. Letting go all that no longer serves. Wrap the good stuff around. Continuing on the breath now. Inhale. Inhale, bring it in. Chin level to floor, gaze forward. Find that focus point. Reach for it, pull it down to the crown, and flow it through. On the third pass, we begin to open up now into cardiovascular, sending this energy with our intention through blood systems, circulatory systems, nervous systems. Wash it out. Sending it all the way down to the toes, into the earth. Wrap it around. Inhale. Exhale, release. Smile. Give it up. Inhale, bring it in. Grab that sun. Pull it down. Each time increasing the clarity and the level of energy, of life force through the system. Wash it out, wrap it around. Keep going. Exhale. Chin and chest. Heart chakra, crown chakra. Open up. Inhale, bring it in. Pull it down. Washing through now muscular systems, skeletal systems, tapping into bone marrow. Healthy red blood cell, white blood cell productions. Burning off, increasing metabolism. Wash it out, wash it down. Good. 2 more times. Exhale, expand. Inhale, bring it back in. Top of the inhale, grab that sun, pull it down to the crown, relax the shoulders, open up the elbows, keep those hands close in. Pull it down. Awareness to organs now, lung systems, spleen, liver, bladder, gut. Upper lower intestines, colon, washing it all out, cleaning it, send it around and down, do it again, inhale out. Exhale, expand. Inhale, pull it. Reach for the sun, pull it down, source of all light. Flowing this energy beautifully all the way down. No need to hold on to any of it. Whatever needs to remain will remain. Come to the tops of the thighs, pause. Point those fingers down, get to the tops of those roots. Inhale deep, breathing from the crown all the way down. Exhale, release, visualize, see it in your mind's eye. Beautiful white light, sending it, clearing out that root system. Sending our love and appreciation into the planet as well. Taking our muck and making it useful again. Gonna wrap the hands around and relax. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Next inhale, bring your hands to a palm-to-palm connection at the lower dantian, the combination of your first and second chakras. So right below the belt line. Tops of the hands are level. Palms of the hands connected to one another through those palm springs. Inhale, expand the energy out. Let's go ahead and build up some new chi, some fresh. Exhale, sending more energy from the heart chakra down through elbows, wrist, hands. Inhale again. Exhale, press. And one more time again. Exhale. Imagine the core of your body, a trunk of a tree. Extend the crown, just lengthen the spine by extending the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Point that tailbone, remember that coccyx, the base of your tailbone floating softly in the middle towards the earth, lengthening that spine, softening those knees, and being sure you have a good stance with the feet. Strong tree form. Never did tree form. Your body is the trunk of the tree. Point the hands 45 degrees and up towards the heart chakra. Breathe in and pull this energy up from the root to the feet. Rising it up towards the sixth chakra, the third eye, the space between the eyebrows. Pause here, float the hands, turn them out. Fingers up towards the sky, 45. Exhale, release. See branches of the tree extending from all upper levels. Leaves shooting towards the sky as they pull in the energy of the sun. Pull that energy down in towards those branches, in towards the center. Palms forward. Inhale. Breathe this energy back in towards the trunk of your tree. Pull it into the trunk. Point those hands slightly 45 and press as you send that energy now of nourishment, of life, down towards the roots, the many roots. Come to the tops of the thighs, point the fingers down and up, 45. Inhale deep, exhale, release and send all of that energy down, just like we do in the sun salutation closing, and spread it out this time. Growing those roots out and around and back behind. Bend those knees slightly. We'll hear a few pops. Crack, crack, crack. Maybe one or two. Pull this energy up, rising it up through that network of the roots. Round those hands out and come back to the base of the tree. So there's not a whole lot of movement in that dipping. So really, most of the bending is in your mind. It's really going deep into earth. Just stay where you are. So it's pulling this energy down, spreading it out that root system into the earth, around the earth, connecting into one another. Bending, and it's really just a bend here. You don't have to come all the way down. It's really just a slight bend. But really commanding all of that energy up that root system as you pull it. It's kind of like pull that energy up through that root, but it's that much movement. It's maybe about 4 or 5 inches. Because then you're going to wrap it around back to the base of your tree. So it's more of a visual mind's eye gathering of energy. It still will mimic it with our physical form slightly, just like we do in most of the channels. Open up the elbows, round spaces, nice. Fingers wide, hands pointed up, exhale out completely. Tap towards the bottom of those roots. As you pull it in, rise it up. Coming into the third eye, flip the hands out, extend, exhale, release. 1,000 branches towards the sky. Pausing just for a moment to grow another inch towards the sun. Pull it down. Again, commanding that energy down and through into the arms. Point the palms forward. Inhale, breathe it in. Come to the top of the trunk. Exhale, press. Flowing this energy down through the center of your core. Nourishing, about to nourish those roots with some beautiful light energy. Grounding, point the hands down and out. Breathe in. Exhale, release, sending it all down. Going even deeper and further and richer into the earth and out, connecting with the roots of all other beings. Reach behind, dip the knees, bend it down, visualize, commanding now all of that energy, like pulling up liquid light up those roots. Wrap the hands around to the front. Base of the tree at the lower dantian. Inhale now, continuing on the breath. Palms up and out. Perhaps you're a flowering tree. Begin to sprout flowers in springtime. Perhaps a cherry, orange blossom. Pull it down. Energy in through those channels. Palms forward. Good. Continue. Inhale. Pointing the crown of the head towards the ceiling, that tailbone down into the earth. Lengthen that trunk of that tree. Exhale, press. Tops of the thighs, adjust the hands. Deep inhale here. Exhale, sending even more energy down. Grounding even deeper, richer, further. Blow it out. Behind. Dip down, pull it up, wrap it around, elbows out, base of the tree, continuing on the breath. Let's do it about, I don't know, 100 more times. Make you a 100-year-old tree. Exhale, extend. Inhale, begin to pull it down. Palms forward, continuing on, breathing it in towards the chest. Exhale, press. Tops of roots, breathe it in. Exhale it out. Send it around. Behind. Bend, rise it, wrap it in, and continue. See if you can feel yourself getting taller each and every time you pull this energy up and towards the crown and exhale out. Pausing here, just to extend those branches up towards the sun. Begin to pull it down. Palms forward. Inhale. Exhale out. Tops of the thighs, point them 45, in and out, release. Reach behind, pull it up. Wrap it around to a palm to palm. Good. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Be with that energy. Extension and expansion of it. Very strong empowerment form. If you need a drink of water, go ahead and take a break or take a moment to grab some. If you don't have water with you today, I encourage you to bring some. We'll come back to rest position. Palms by the side. Nice one. Awesome. Feel awesome. Sound awesome.
Woo!
Like I'm going to smile. Those are I just had to say I'm going to smile. I know I'm smiling on this. All right. Let's do bow and arrow. I'll be your mirror. Left hand starting first. Point the hand out, round it. Rising this energy up towards the crown. Get here, begin to turn that right hand in and up and feeding the hand on the inside. Pull the top hand down. Creating a nice little cross here at the heart. Begin to, well, let's just do the arms first. Lift the hands out, point, and pull back on left hand like pulling on a bow. Point those fingers and hands, that right hand out and out. Inhale, pull, point the palm up. Gaze forward. Come into the crown, round it out. Drop the left elbow. Begin to feed, left hand up, right hand down. Exhale, deflect, turning left palm out. Pull back on the right. Bow and arrow. Good. See your sight. This is an empowerment form, but also a yin-yang balancing form. So very much like warrior pose in yoga. So just really focusing that energy up and out, and then begin point palm, the left palm up. Gaze forward. Awareness all around. Drop right elbow. Come into the crown. Begin to come down. Left hand, right hand up. Deflect. Pull back on bow. Point. Right hand up. Good. Inhale up. Gaze forward. Drop left elbow. Round it out. Cross, deflect. Exhale. Right hand back. Left hand back. Good. One more. Inhale, rise. Gaze forward. Awareness on the fingertips. Drop right elbow. Feed it up. Pull it down. Exchanging the energy. Lean back now on the left leg. Point over. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Come into the crown, come it down, rise it up. Exchange energy. Lean back now on opposite leg. Extend. Pull back on bow. Left hand out. Inhale up. Back to center. Shifting the weight towards the middle. Come into the crown. Or begin to pull it up. Exhale out. Flat. Lean back. Take your sights. Inhale, bring it back up. Shift to center. Drop left elbow. Cross it over. Exhale, leaning back on right. Press. Good. Keep going. Inhale up. Drop right elbow. Bring it down. Cross at the heart. Exhale, leaning back on left. Extend right. Pull back. Inhale up. Drop left elbow. Round it out. Cross at the heart. Exhale, leaning back. Press. Pause just for a moment. Set your sights, then inhale, bring it back up to center. Exhale, reflect. Press, leaning back. Keep going. Inhale. Gaze forward. Left elbow down. Exhale, press. And inhale, palm up. Right elbow down. Pull it in. Exchange it. Exhale, press, pulling back on bow. Energy back out to the right. Good. Inhale, back up. Back to center. Round it out. Pull it down. Exhale, press, exchanging that energy at the palms, pulling it back, and release it. And one more time on the other side, inhale up. Right elbow down. Round it out. Exhale, press. Oh, it's so fun. Let's keep going a couple more times. Inhale up. Left elbow down. Really focus now. Exchange. Exhale. Release. Send it over. Gaze over the tips of those fingers. Inhale. Palm up. Rise the energy. Yin into yang. Drop elbow. Feed it through. Exhale. Exchange. Press. And one more on each side. Inhale up. Back to center, drop left elbow. Come into the middle. Exhale, press, exchange the energy. Flow it over. And one more on the other. Inhale, rise. Gaze forward. Peaceful warrior. Exhale, press. Good. Inhale, back up. Come into the middle. And come to a palm-to-palm connection at the heart. Deep in. And exhale. Release the energy. Come back and round it. Take a deep breath. And about peaceful warrior to rainbow warrior. Rainbow form in warrior. Begin to circle the hands out and around, creating little vortexes of energy, just rising this energy up. Imagine two tiny tornadoes on either side of your feet. And check your feet, because we did a little bit of shifting, so just point the toes back forward, get you a nice solid stance. Check your knees, check your pelvis, get everything back square, shoulders relaxed. Good. And now circle those hands around, creating tiny little vortexes of energy, rising this energy up. Pulling up this earth energy, this Gaia energy, also tapping into the energy of each other as we are synchronized in our energy fields through this practice. Good. Open up those elbows, round it out, beautiful, nice adjustments. Relax the shoulders, and the rotation is really at the shoulders versus the elbows. So it's kind of like your whole arm is a spoon. See it in your mind's eye, these tornadoes of energy rising up, feeding into the first and second dantian, into the lower chakras. Make the circles even smaller now in your physical form. Even tinier microscopic circles. Now just come to still. Pay attention, see what you feel. Listen with the body. Good. Bring the hands together to a palm-to-palm connection out in front of the first chakra. So really drop those hands down low in front of the reproductive organs. Good. Point the palms in towards the body. Take a deep breath. Exhale, pull them in. Coming into the root. Inhale, begin to round it out, creating a beautiful arch, a beautiful circle, staying low at this low level. Come to the top of the arch, see the color red as you stream that energy in towards the root chakra. Good. Inhale out. Come up one level to the belly button, to the sacral. Orange arch of light. Exhale, press, pulling this energy in towards the second chakra. Inhale out. Rounding out another layer of the arch of the beautiful rainbow of colors. Come to the solar plexus. Drop the hands below the heart. Come to that yellow and press. Inhale out one more time. Out and up. Heart chakra. See the color green. Come to the top of that arch. Exhale, green. Inhale, rise it up to the throat. Blue. Inhale up to the third eye. See the color violet. Beautiful, not violet, violet, violet. Breathe it out. Pull it in. Inhale, rise it up. Hands up 45 degrees into the sky. Color white. Source of that sun, just like we do in sun salutation. Pull it down in all spectrums. Washing through towards the heart. Come to the heart chakra. Point the palms out. Take a deep breath in. Beautiful rainbows extending out from your hands. Exhale, extend and send this energy out and around the planet. Point the palms down, grounding this energy into your earth, just rotating at the shoulders as you plant it, float it in, and come back to a palm-to-palm connection at the root. Good. Keep going. Inhale out again. We'll do this 3 times. Top of the arch. See the color red? Pull it in. Inhale out. Bigger arch. Orange, sacral. Inhale out again. Third chakra, solar plexus. Exhale, creating that space, beautiful yellow light. Inhale out again. Heart chakra, green. Inhale out, up. Pull it in, blue. Inhale out. Eyes open, gaze forward, focusing, seeing those arches of color as you build them up. Violet. Inhale up. 45, reach forward. Grab it, pull it down. Hits the prism of your heart, opens up, sends every spectrum as you exhale, extend this energy out and around. Float it down, connect with the earth, relax the shoulder, float it around, and let's just continue as we inhale, breathe out red, or breathe in red. Exhale. See it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale even bigger. Solar plexus. Yellow. Inhale out again. Green. Inhale, reach. And again, third eye. Gosh, one of my favorites. Oh, my favorites. Love it. Inhale again, reaching up and out. Pure white light. Pull it down. Turn it out. Deep breath in. Exhale, release, arches, rainbow light. Skittles across the sky. Point the hands down, float it. Continuing on the breath, we'll move right into lotus form. As you get down, round those hands, elbows out, palms in towards one another. Begin to connect fingers and thumb tips. Flip the hands up towards the heart. Inhale, rise. Beautiful lotus. Breaking the surface. Begin to separate one finger at a time, pinky, middle, pointer, thumb. Point those hands out. Elbows rounded, beautiful petals towards the sky, palms out. Float the hands in, elbows out, closing up those petals. It's our time to really pull our gratitude in, up, pinky, middle, pointer, thumb, slow, intentional, flowing exhale. Palms in, elbows out. Slowly closing up. And to begin again. Pinky, middle, pointer, thumb, release, another 1,000 petals towards the sky. Om Mani Padme. Palms in, elbows in. You know the drill. Let's do 3 more on your own. Float it in, elbows out. Remembering your intention from the beginning of class. Release and receive. One more time, deep reverence, deep appreciation. Separate and open. Come to that palm-to-palm connection and begin to rotate those hands back and forth. Now taking the energy set forth and carried out throughout the class and pressing it down into a beautiful seed. Seed for planting among the forest of many, many seeds in the garden of your own seeds planted over space and time. See the seed of your choice, an apple, an orange, pecan or walnut, mustard or pomegranate, whatever it is. Press it down, and once you get to the size that you most desire, most feel connected to today, just hold it for a moment. Take the top hand and place it under the bottom. Let's bring the seat up to the heart chakra today. Breathe in, turn the hand towards the heart. Exhale, press. And release. And plant. Breathe up, breathe over and around. Slightly bigger, you know. Good drill. 3, 4, 5. Coming up over into the 6, upper chakras. 7. Down below the root. 9. Coming down to the base. And reverse the flow, big to small, 9. Beautiful spiral coming in towards the heart. 6, 5. Reconnecting around 4. 3, 2, and inhale deep. Exhale. And one more time, deep breath in. Release the hands, release it out. 3 closing breaths. And inhale, rise, palms together. Exhale down to the heart. You may repeat after me. With this practice, I empower my mind.
With this practice, I empower my mind.
Release, exhale it out. Breathe it up. And exhale down. With this practice, I heal my body.
With this practice, I heal my body.
Release it out, exhale it out. Breathe it up. Down to the heart. Exhale. And with this practice, I reconnect my heart and soul.
With this practice, I reconnect my heart and soul.
Good pleasure, honor, privilege, and so much fun to share this practice with those who choose to show up and share theirs with me. I thank you again. We're coming on a Monday. Thank all of you online who have joined us. And I wish you a blessed and beautiful day. And may spring touch you in your hearts every day, but especially today, wherever you are. And make it prosperous. Namaste. Good job, guys. Excellent class.
That's really amazing.
I'll continue that.